one of the most transformative years. What I want to be known for, my queerness and all those things. And we're gonna do this. I'm scared for that. With a man, dive deep into myself. That was a big fucking change. Platonic love, power of community. Didn't realize I needed biggest people, honestly. Authenticity is the most important thing. Such a good feeling about 2025.
We're gonna talk about it. Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Amanda and I create lifestyle, entrepreneurship, LGBTQ+, and pop culture content on this YouTube channel. And I hope you guys stick around, join the fam, join the squad. We'd love to have you here. As you can see by today's title, we're going to be doing a little rebrand, what I learned in 2024, like a regular video for the new year. But I want to talk a little bit about what to expect for 2025 content-wise and some life lessons I learned in 2024 that I think are worth sharing. So if you're into that, continue watching. 2024 was honestly such a big, like, transformative year for me in so many ways, with like my personal life, my business, my friendships, my relationships, like literally one of the most transformative years, and we're gonna talk about it. I've learned so many lessons and I've learned so much about like what I want for my YouTube channel, my podcast, my business, what I want for my personal life, what I want my relationships to look like, all those things. So we're just gonna dive right into it. So if we kind of talk about like YouTube and like why I kind of wanted to do like a little rebrand situation, it's honestly because I kind of fell in this thing where I was like, I literally don't even know what I want to post anymore. I don't know what is fun for me, what feels good, what I resonate with. Like I feel like I was just posting to post, and I was like, we need to take a step back and kind of figure out what we actually want to do for this channel and like what I actually want to post and like what I want to be known for, I guess. And I've come to the conclusion that I would love to be known for many different things. So we're gonna stick with like a lifestyle channel vibe. I kind of made like subtopics or like niches that I want to like dive into. So I do want to do like a lot more vlogs which showcase my life, which is a full-time business owner. So I want to dive more into like my lifestyle and business. I also want to talk a lot about sexuality and stuff because that is honestly a big part of my life, and I used to talk a lot about it on this channel and then I kind of just stopped. So I want to bring like that back in, talking about like my queerness and all those things. And then I also want to talk about pop culture because that is a huge part of my life, and if you're a part of my life, you know that like concerts and music and all that is just like a really big part of it. And then also I like to dive into like mindset, like manifestation, things like that. So I decided to do a little revamp and we're going to be doing all those topics. Yeah, so I guess it's a lifestyle channel. I kind of like am honing in on like what I want to do. So that brings us to the next thing, where I'm going to be posting 3 times a week, which is kind of crazy considering I've been so inconsistent and just posting whenever. But we have a schedule. We have my friend Jordan who's editing this and gonna be helping me editing, and we're gonna do this. We are locked in. So my vision is on Fridays I'm going to be posting a sit down style video which will dive into like how-tos or business stuff or tips, tricks, advice, whatever it may be. A sit down style like you're watching right now. I have like a cute background going on, and yeah, so there's Champ working. And then on Sundays, I plan on doing vlog style videos. So whether this be like week of my life, day of my life, whatever it may be, Sundays are reserved for vlogs. And then on Tuesdays is when my podcast will be going up. So we'll have a video Friday, Sunday, Tuesday. I'm scared for that, honestly, because I feel like it's a lot. But also with the help of Jordan, and also my podcast is just like my podcast, so I think I'll be okay. I'm planning on doing a lot of batch recording for the sit down videos because it's kind of easy to just sit down and talk for like 30 minutes and then you're done. So that is kind of the goal for YouTube. So I hope you guys are excited for that. If you have any video ideas or things you want to see or like topics you want me to cover, whatever it may be, let me know in the comments below because I would love to dive into that. So now that that is kind of covered, basically that's what you can expect in 2025 for YouTube. For my podcast, I'm still going to be posting every single week. On TikTok, I mean, it's supposed to be banned in the States or whatever. Like, I don't really understand that, but it's still available in Canada, so I'm gonna be posting on there. But TikTok, I feel like I'm just gonna use for more like fun aesthetic things. And then on Instagram, I really want to focus on posting more like fun, cutesy content along with like reels. And then on my Instagram for my business, I'm gonna be posting a lot more like tips and stuff, like reels of social media tips and advice and things like that. So that is the social media plan for 2025. I hope you're excited, and I'm excited, but I'm scared, but I'm excited. And I have like such a good feeling about 2025 for some reason, like for my business and like social media wise. So here's to hoping my gut is right for once. So now we're gonna dive into some of the things that I learned in 2024 that I wanted to share with you guys, and maybe you guys learned this too. Maybe it's something you're gonna learn in 2025. I just like to reflect on the previous years, and let's dive into that. I wrote them down because I didn't want to forget the things that I wanted to talk about. So the first thing I said is embracing change. I really stepped out of my comfort zone, and it's been like a really transformative year for me, and not just in work, in like life in general. So if you didn't know, at the beginning of 2024, I was in a long-term relationship. It was like a 6-year relationship with a man, and then I've just like realized that I am not into men and I am a lesbian. So that was a big fucking change. I mean, I was already out as like bi, but I just realized that like I was not into men. So then I was single for the first, well, I still am single, but I was single for the first time in 6 years, which was really interesting. That was something that like made me really step back and like dive deep into myself and like learn about myself and really just like grow as a person. Now I'm in like a good spot and I'm having fun with life. Yeah, okay. I think like really coming to terms with like who I am and who I like and what I want for the future and like who I want for the future was like a really big step for me, I guess. It like really made me like think. I feel like I've grown so much since the beginning of the year in terms of like who I am, like who I want to be and like the type of partner that I want. And I think I've been on a good track, so we shall see. And then I also said something that I learned is prioritizing relationships. And not just like relationships, like romantic ones. Here I'm talking about like friendships. I feel like I really dove into like my friendships this year. I feel like people just like don't think platonic love is as important as romantic love, but like I think they're equal. Like I think like you should pour as much as you do into your relationships, into your friendships. And that is something that I really, really learned this year. And I feel like I've grown my friendships so much and I've made such good friends, and I feel like I'm very happy with the friends that I have right now. I also learned that the power of community is honestly such a big thing, and I feel like I have such a good community friends wise. I have such a good community business wise. I have such a good community like clientele wise, and I feel like I'm surrounded by such good, smart, interesting, generous, and kind people in like all areas of my life. And that is something that I really didn't realize I needed, and I didn't realize how big like community is to me until I started inserting myself into communities and kind of just surrounding myself with these people that I didn't really know I needed. Like for example, for like my business, I have friends that are creators, I have friends that are business owners, and just surrounding myself with them and like having a community within them was like really beneficial to me. And I think it's really helped me as a business owner, and it's really helped me as just like a person. I feel like community was something that I was really lacking, and now that I have it, I'm like, oh, like this is important. And then the last like big thing that I learned is authenticity is the most important thing no matter where we're talking about it. I feel like being authentic to you and being authentic in your content or authentic in your friendships or relationships, whatever it may be, is so important. I've met people this year that are some of the most fakest people, honestly. Like they try to say what they think other people want to hear, and it's just like so inauthentic, and I feel like people can like tell that, especially coming from like a content creator standpoint. Sometimes I'm watching people's content and I'm like, they are literally just like putting on an act, and I feel like you could tell. Like I could tell when people are putting on acts. When I used to like try and be like someone else, like back in the day when I was like creating content, I was able to like watch that back and be like, wow, like I was so not who I said I was, and I was just trying to put on this act. So I feel like I really learned that like authenticity is the most important thing, and me being authentic and surrounding myself with authentic people has been like a game changer for me. And I feel like it's so important to just be yourself, because at the end of the day, like this is so cheesy, but there is no one like you, there's no one like me, there's no one like us. I think that's what makes it special. So that's something I really learned in 2024. That is the end of this video. A quick little one to just talk about what's coming next and what to expect in the new year. And I'm very excited, and thank you guys for watching. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I hope you guys are excited. Don't forget to comment down below any videos you have that you want to see, like video ideas, things like that. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.